Hey all, this is Tom. I'm going to do you all a little end of year video here. Don't worry, it's not going to be heavy on the visuals, so if you just want to keep this on in the background, I will waffle on for a little bit, and you'll get a general idea of what we did this year and what's coming in the new year. Let's start with LP projects and such. Kicking things off in 2024, we had a new, fresh run of Portal, you know, the puzzle game with the portals, funnily enough, and I actually got Great Zombie Ron back for this one. We hadn't worked together in, I want to say, almost 10 years, and it was great to be able to reconnect with Ron and just, you know, do things like we used to. I would very much like to work with Ron again on other games, but we haven't discussed anything at length in that regard, so maybe I'll have to drop him a line and see what's what. If you guys have any suggestions for what we could play, feel free to put them down there in the comments section. Next up we had my full blind run of Princess Peach Showtime over on the HFC livestream. Very fun game, simple to a fault, but also very accessible, because, you know, every level is a new gameplay style, and so on. They just keep it rolling along, you know, make it nice and varied and such. Very much would like a sequel to this. Also on the HFC livestream, we had Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. That was a Sparta joint, so I can't really speak to that one. He could tell you more. Following that, we had Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which I'm gonna be honest, I keep forgetting this was a 2024 playthrough, because it feels so long ago. It's mostly because the game came out last year, and we started our LP towards the start of 2024, you know? That was with Tanner. That was a lot of fun. I have called a little on the actual game since then. I thought the LP was pretty good, but the game itself, I still like it a hell of a lot, but it's not the bestest sequel ever that I thought it was at the time. Following that, Tanner and I did a long play of Little Kitty Big City. I was hoping this was going to be a little bit more Stray-like, but ironically, it's a lot more cat-like than Stray ended up being, so yeah, shame that one didn't get DLC, because I would have really enjoyed that. Following that, I did a stream playthrough of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD. I've played the original on stream before. I don't think I've played the HD port, so that was fun to do. I think I did that in one go. Let's have a look here. View full playlist. 10 hours, 45 minutes, 40 seconds. Yep, that was a single stream run right there. Following that, Spar and I did one of our big RPG playthroughs for the year. Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door. Switch version. Very, very good port in my opinion. Some people are hung up on the script changes. I don't really give a shit. It still gives you the general Thousand Year Door experience. Just because they changed crazy to wild and such doesn't really impact my enjoyment of the game. Then Richie and I did our playthrough of Storyteller. This was a very casual sort of thing, as you can probably tell by the commentary and whatnot. Not my favourite playthrough of the year, but I definitely wanted this game on the channel, so I'm glad it's there. And then, finally, I'm amazed it took us over 16 years to get this thing on the channel. Flame, Richie and I did Super Mario 64, and this was a full 120-star run. Honestly, it's crazy. We've done all these other Mario games, but this is the one we leave until almost last. Most LP channels, I would say, on average, do this towards the start, because it's a very easy game to do commentary over. Then we had a couple of shorter Sonic playthroughs with myself, Flame and Richie, Sonic 3D Blast for the Saturn, Sonic Pocket Adventure. Those were pretty fun. And then, this is where I actually got back into solo playthroughs again after such a long time. We kicked things off with Astrobot. That was the first one on the channel. The other one was Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. That was recorded well in advance. That was kind of like my trial run back into solo LPs, and it went great, honestly, but had a lot of fun with Astro. Did a, you know, all bot run of that. Did all the DLC, did all the speedrun levels and the Christmas level. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, that was an all gem and boo run. And then we returned to Sonic again, as we are wont to do with Shadow Generations. Very, very good Sonic game. I know it feels weird to call it a Sonic game, but that's what it is. Not so fussed about the Sonic Generations side of that package, but Shadow Generations, mwah. Great compliment to the end of the year, along with the third Sonic movie, which I honestly loved. Then we had another solo playthrough, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, where I covered the what-ifs in episode battle. That's all 13 major routes right there. And then Spar and I had our biggest playthrough of the year, Pokemon Scarlet. We did the main game, we did the DLC, and we did the epilogue. And that was probably one of my favourite playthroughs I've done in a long time, at least in terms of ones I've done with Spar and whatnot. The final playthroughs we have are both solo ones. We had Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed, which was a little bit of a casual playthrough. I just kind of kept it cool and whatnot. Then we had Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. Ideally would have liked to have done this in co-op, but online just wasn't available at the time. I'm not even sure if it's available now when I record this end of year video. So that was all the projects and playthroughs in 2024. I would like to increase the variety of the types of games we play next year, and me doing solo stuff will definitely help in that regard. If you guys have any suggestions as to what you'd like to see, try and keep our tastes in mind, because obviously if you suggest something completely left field, it's most likely not going to get picked. But, I am open to different kinds of games and whatnot, so we'll see what's what. Another good year of support over on the Patreon. Things kept static, so there wasn't any huge growth, but there wasn't any loss to speak of either. So thank you very much for the continued support and patience. We have finally started chipping away at that Patreon TVCom backlog. A lot of that was sheer anxiety. I saw a big number and my mind was just like, oh, I've got to work on something else. I'm back working on stuff solo, so expect a lot of, me on my own doing stuff. But there will still be, TV comms with Tanner and Neo and so on. And we'll get to those whenever we've got a moment, really. We'll try and do a few per week. Other changes on the Patreon, we moved from one tier system to another. Now it is Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Platinum. And on the Platinum tier, we've been doing exclusive videos for the Patreon, which after a while, we put up on YouTube as well. So if you want to see the entire backlog, you can pledge now, or you can wait. It's really up to you, but pledging does help keep HFC going and, allow us to purchase equipment such as games, consoles, pay the co-coms for their time and so on, and it's just a really big help. So patreon.com/HellfireComms, pledge as much or as little as you can, or feel free to become a free member. Number go up, make me happy either way. Now, as for charity marathons, we were actually taking a break this year. We took 2024 off because, honestly, we were burned out. Last year was a big event, and we are not a huge group anymore. But, we will have a marathon next year, and it's going to be a little bit different. We are going to be doing a marathon of Zelda games, and I will be the sole runner for that. I'll also be handling donation readings and so on. We will be calling this endeavor Zelda-fon 25, The Adventure of Entom. I'm going to be doing a bevy of Zelda games, and how it's going to work, I'm going to do a full game, then I'm going to take a day off to rest, and then we're going to go back to the full game and so on. And that final game, oh boy, that's going to be probably a week-long sort of affair. So, yeah, that's going to be happening in May. Zelda-fon 25, The Adventure of Entom, in May 2025. We are once again going to be raising money for Child's Play, which is an organisation which provides kids staying long-term in hospital with toys and games to help ease their stay. I'm very excited about this one. I've wanted to basically redo the Zelda-fon for years now, since it was essentially our first, charity marathon, and unfortunately the only things that exist of it now are scattered VODs and whatnot, not full playthroughs, which is a shame, but we have grown to understand Twitch and such a lot more since then. So yeah, for the final time, Zelda-fon 25, The Adventure of Entom, May 2025. Mark it on your calendars, it's going to be a fun time. Lastly, I guess I should tell you all what's coming in the new year. Obviously, you may have heard that I am once again working with Mexican Bass Monkey, and we will be kicking things off with The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. But in addition to that, Sparanda is also going to be working with a commentary partner of his own on Naruto Ultimate Ninja, and that's going to be running alongside of it. And in addition to this, we will also have more solo playthroughs from me, such as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That will most likely be in like the middle of the year, just to kind of space things out a little bit. And I will try to slip in some stuff with Tanner there. Obviously, we will have Sonic playthroughs like Sonic Advance 3. I believe that'll be the first one in the year, but I don't know when that's going to go up. Flame has to record stuff for that yet. So I hope you guys have enjoyed what we've done in 2024. It has been a long and tiring year. It's been very productive in some areas, but I feel like we could do more. So let's just go into 2025, you know, with renewed vigour and just have fun with it, really, because these are silly little Let's Plays at the end of the day. Lord knows I have come to learn that. Thank you all for another great year of support, and I will see you all in 2025 when we do more of the same. That's how we do things here at HFC. Happy New Year, y'all. Bye-bye.